Procrastinator perfectionists wait for the conditions to be perfect before ever starting. Dwelling in hesitation, they live alongside the void that lives within you when you aren't doing the thing that you most want to do. Even when procrastinator perfectionists get something going, they can find it difficult to continue because it involves getting restarted over and over again. Welcome to all of my procrastinator perfectionists. This one is for you. And if you haven't yet, pause. Go check out this other video that I created that's kind of the intro into all of these that talks about the 5 main types of perfectionists, of which procrastinator perfectionism is one type. And it also has a free quiz, so that will help you get a better understanding as of which one or two play out in your life predominantly, recognizing that a little bit of all of them play out in our lives. And then go ahead and watch the other videos that take a little bit deeper of a dive into each type. And this is all inspired by Katherine Schafler's book, The Perfectionist's Guide to Losing Control. She is a psychotherapist who specializes in perfectionism. Let's get started. This type of perfectionist can easily start and stop smaller scale projects. And those might be coincided with smaller goals. But when it comes to the bigger goals and the longer term projects, that's where they have the challenge because it involves continuously stopping and restarting. The behavior block is the same no matter what, because the struggle is not in carrying out the goal, it's in the beginning and ending, the stopping and restarting, and the continuous returning, while accepting that it can't be superficially perfect. To a procrastinator perfectionist, setting a date for a dinner party can be as paralyzing as handing in the resignation form for a huge career change. The problem for these perfectionists is that starting a process taints it. Now that it's real, it can't be perfect. If something is perfect to them, it exists only in past memory or future ideal. If a Parisian perfectionist was asked, "Who do you think you are?" they would probably feel kind of embarrassed and not able to answer it with pride. If a procrastinator perfectionist was asked, "Who do you think you are?" they would have no problem answering and highlighting all of their amazing, dazzling attributes. Procrastinator perfectionists aren't skipping on their self-esteem. They are painfully aware of their gifts. It's painful for them because they live in this in-between space of knowing that they have so many incredible gifts that their heart and soul wants to share and that they're completely capable of, yet at the same time, they don't feel ready to share it. They see others whom they believe don't have much to offer shoot past them in work or in personal milestones, and it stings. It stings so bad. When they witness other people doing something that they know that they can do, that they know they can do really, really well, that they know they want the most, they feel defeatism and resentment. They assume that if they had more discipline or energy, then they would be able to execute. But that's not actually the problem. The problem that they face is acceptance. Acceptance that now is the only time that anyone ever starts anything. And that starting now means that you're taking something that in your mind is some perfect idealized version of it and bringing it out into the real world where it is bound to change. Procrastinator perfectionists feel a sense of loss that most of the other perfectionists don't feel when it comes to starting something new. When the looming of loss is felt on an unconscious level, they attribute the loss to this belief of, well, maybe it's not something that I actually truly desire, because if I really, really want this and I really, truly do desire it, I would have started by now. The more procrastinator perfectionists tell themselves that they're undisciplined, lazy, not passionate enough, then the more that they believe it. Thus begins the self-loathing critical cycle that can really take a toll and have a huge impact on how procrastinator perfectionists see themselves. Not just self-critical, but other critical. They can be so disparaging against others who don't have these same constraining tendencies that they do. Procrastinator perfectionists might publicly or privately declare all the ways that they could have done X better. Wrote the book, built the house, organized the conference, played the song, and so on. The list never ends. And yes, they probably could have done better if they would have tried, but they don't allow themselves to take the risk, and that is what haunts them. When procrastinator perfectionists bring awareness to their anticipatory loss that fuels their hesitation, aligns themselves with support, and stops criticizing others who are actually out there trying, they're an absolute force. 2 things that they need to keep in mind during this is, number 1, it's not mere talent that rises to the top, it's persistence. And number 2, while change always does involve loss, not changing always involves a much deeper loss. Number 1 is motivating. Number 2 is liberating.